guys, unless you're Tony Rush, to not engage with it either. Because you can handle it, that's right. But guys, there's a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people, just because of what they're used to in this business, in this industry, think that, a company's been around for, 18 months, 2 years. They kind of had their moment. Now but guys, we're just getting started, right? And yes, there's a lot of hype. Now, Wood talked last night about hype, right? I thought it was hilarious, right? Because we're going to hype the hell out of something that we're launching over the next 60 days. And we are. I really love that message last night because why do we need to bullshit each other? The truth of the matter is there's certain things that get it done, right? Hype sells. I don't care what the other true thing is that if you don't like it, it's because nobody's ever been hyping you up, right? You ever notice how the people who are always hating, and I saw something on your thing, there was a guy who was like, Empower's like almost finished. Dude, nobody even knows you.
Who are you?
Nobody even gives a shit about you. Let's be truthful, right? Let's be truthful, right? There's a lot of people who are out there praying for our demise, right? Who think we've, come to the end of our steam. And the truth is we've just been in test mode. We really have. We've just been in test mode. If you think about this, we have built this business on a clunky-ass WordPress piece of shit multi-site. But I'm just keeping it real. That thing is the biggest piece of shit in the world behind the scenes. It's a great product. But you try to get anything done on that thing, you gotta call a Russian programmer, call a Norwegian programmer, who consults with somebody in Australia, and that's, maybe finally the guy, in St. Petersburg, Florida, could possibly understand what the guy in Norway is even talking about to get it done. And then you've got to try to rearrange all this code stuff. Guys, listen, we've built this business not on what everybody else builds their business on. We built this business on leadership and heart, right? And our goal this weekend, and everybody, with everything that you do, every word that you speak, every single interaction that you have with somebody, your job is to get past their head and into their heart. That is your job, right? Because everybody out there is selling to people's heads. They're selling to people's heads. They're trying to be logical. They're trying to be... You guys, success is not logical. It doesn't make sense, right? There's no reason why there's 6,000 people invading Denver right now. For what? Because we're different. Because we're weird. Right? Because we're the ones who just are willing to go a little bit further. To do a little bit more, not only for our own families, but also for our teams and their families, right? So, this weekend, and what I want to talk just briefly about is leadership. I'm going to do a training tonight, a little bit based on what I did yesterday. And my intention with that training tonight is to show, because we talk about leadership a lot. We talk about, leaders this, leaders that. And the question is how do you really define a leader? What is a leader? It's like this ambiguous thing. It's kind of like a Loch Ness monster. You know what I'm saying? You like her, but you don't really kind of know. You see it. You see Tracy Walker, and you see these guys. Greg coming up, Eli's coming up, Boris coming up. Tony's killing it. Connects. I look around. Christina Munoz is here. So my intention right now is to point out to you that you guys are the next level of leadership. And this is not hype. I really want to point out to you that you're the top 200 out of tens of thousands of people. This is not normal, guys. This is not average. You know how in the disclosures and the disclaimers we say these results are not average? Well, guys, you are not average, right? Your results are not average. And there's somebody in this room, hopefully a lot of you, who realize really what is in front of you. Not only in front of you, that's inside of you, right? Because and we call it an inner badass because it's fun, but you have, like Les Brown says, greatness inside. You do. And there's a lot of you who have yet to And there's going to be signs like you sitting in this room right now, and you're still going to talk yourself out of it. It's not going to be me, it's not going to be Laura, it's not going to be Tony, because we do nothing but inspire you and inject hope into you, right? Because this is an important leadership lesson to remember that the only thing that you can give somebody is hope. It just is. I don't care how much training and teaching that you do, how much you talk to somebody until they're blue in the face, right? The only thing that you can do is give them hope. But my intention for people out in the audience this weekend is to let them know that they can be here too, right? You guys are here. And is there a next level? Well, you're damn right there's a next level. The important thing in building your business is to always, with your team, let them know that there is something else to achieve, right? So how do you motivate a Tony or a Vic or a Tracy or an Aaron or somebody like that, a Justin here, some of these guys, some of these leaders? I mean, how do you motivate these guys? Well, that's our business. Let us worry about that, right? But guys, your teams are looking for something more, right? They're looking for the next level. So you've got to ask yourself, is the way that I'm living and what I'm doing and what I'm showing them really painting the picture in a proper way to show them what they can't have? Now, how many of you saw me go on vacation here for the last, like, 2 weeks? Right? You guys see that? Dad comes out engaged over there. Now, I've been with Aaron for 5 years, but I'll tell you, I never thought that I'd get engaged, right? I just did, right? Because lost dreams awaken and new possibilities arise in this life. I mean, that's what happens, and I define leadership a little bit differently. I mean, this is an inside job. This is not about putting on the suit and tie. I don't give a shit about how I look, nor what you think about me, right? Because the real meat and potatoes and the real fortune lies on the inside, right? And why do you think that we talk so much about personal development? And so, we've hyped the shit out of some money. I'm not going to lie, right? We have done that. But guys, I have not noticed another company that talks as much about heart and about soul and about personal development. Guys, do you know that there's a reason why we do that? The reason is because, look, you can always get somebody in the front door with money, right? You can always get somebody by enticing them and holding a carrot in front of their face, talking about, here, I'm going to show you how to make all this money. But you will not keep people around like that. And the biggest mistake that I've made in my business is, I thought we had like a reality TV show going on over here or something. Bradford, what's up? You will not keep people around like that. You just won't, right? Because at a certain point you start making money, and look, I mean, I don't log into my bank account that much anymore. I remember a day when I logged in every 5 minutes. I mean, just to see if magically, $100 might have just appeared. Somebody might have just been generous. Like back in the day when I used to call my mom, and I was that guy. Like, I don't need to scream, and she wouldn't hear from me for like a year. And then all of a sudden I'd get in a real tight spot. For some reason I still had a bank account. I don't know how. But I'd say, Mom, I got like all these NSS. Would you go and drop me like $100 or $200 or whatever? And she's like, son, I ain't heard from you in a damn year. I mean, like, how about a hello, I love you, how the hell are you doing? I was like, I was getting to that. I was getting to that. I just wanted to see if you could give me some money. First of all, I was just thinking maybe somebody might have held my account number and maybe magically drop me $100 or $2 later on or something. But never, guys, at a certain point in your business, once you start making money, it's not about that, right? It's not about that. What it is about, what people will stay with you for a long time because of is the way that you make them feel on the inside, right? Why are you in a relationship, for those of you who are in a relationship, right? I mean, sometimes you get married, you gain a little weight or whatever, you're maybe not as like sexually passionate to the person, and some of you are. The more the marriage goes, it's like the more sex you have. I mean, I'm just trying to follow in your footsteps. But why do you think somebody stays in a marriage for a long time? At a certain point, the marriage becomes more than sex, doesn't it?
Yep.
At first, it was all about the sex, wasn't it? It's all about the sex, right? We've all been there, But as time goes on, it's about the way that he or she makes me feel, right? I should have just ran with that. I shouldn't even have pointed it out. So guys, what I really want to drill into your head, somebody right now to your left, and I want you to shake their hand. I want you to say, congratulations. Go ahead.
Congratulations. Congratulations.